I'm just outside of the town of Ascot in England. Just in front of me you've got the gates of Tittenhurst Park, which was John Lennon's former home. The house itself is just a few hundred feet to the left after you go through the gates. Lennon and Yoko Ono bought the house in May 1969 and they lived here until August 1971, and they paid £150,000 for the house.
John Lennon bought the house because it resembled Coulterstone's house in Liverpool, a place he had spent time as a child. He had a home studio installed in the basement of the house, and this is where the iconic Imagine album was recorded. He also filmed the Imagine video in the so-called White Room of the house. The estate is also the place where the Beatles had their final photo shoot on 22nd of August 1969, only a few weeks after John and Yoko had moved to the estate.
It's a Georgian-era country house, and the grounds are a massive 72 acres. Okay, the gates to the estate are just in front of me over there. And this wall goes all the way around the estate, I believe. I don't think you can see the house from here, but I'm going to try and get the camera over the wall to see if you can see anything. Okay, scratch that plan, couldn't see anything. I'll try again further down maybe. And actually, if I find a good spot, I might put the drone up. This is the other entrance to the house, or to the estate. I won't hang around, it already looks like I'm casing the joint. If you went through those gates, there's a very long drive before you reach the house. Okay, I'm in a much quieter spot now. This road runs parallel to the back wall of the estate. You can see the wall just through the trees there. The making of the Imagine album can be seen in the documentary Give Me Some Truth. If you've seen the documentary, you'll remember Kurt Claudio, who was a 23-year-old who travelled from America to meet John Lennon in the summer of 1971. Claudio had been sending letters to Lennon for 9 months, saying he was going to come to meet him here. And sure enough, he eventually turned up at the gates one day. Well, actually, he didn't turn up at the gates. He actually jumped over the wall, which, as you saw earlier, wasn't too hard to climb. So, due to the lack of security, he found his way into the garden of the house. And he was camping there until he was detected by one of Lennon's staff.
In the documentary, we see John Lennon and Yoko Ono engaging Claudio in conversation before bringing him into the house for something to eat.
For a long time it was believed that Kurt Claudio was a Vietnam War veteran, but apparently this was not the case. In December 1981 he was tragically killed in California when the light aircraft he was flying crashed into a roof of a building. And his death came almost exactly a year after John Lennon died. Okay, the back wall of the estate is in front of me. There seems to be a public footpath here. Just gonna see if there's a spot where I can launch the drone. I'm not going to be pretty much just going to be putting the drone in the air just to have a look at the estate. I'm not actually going to fly over the grounds because there's quite a bit of security in the back here as well. So there's another gate and there was a security guard looking at me. I'm probably within my legal rights to fly the drone that I've got over the estate, but it's better not to. Okay, this looks kind of perfect. It's maybe up here somewhere. If I launch it from this area and just put it straight up, should be able to see the whole estate. John Lennon had actually tried to record the song Imagine in the White Room, which appears in the Imagine video, using the baby grand piano, the white baby grand piano. But in the end they decided to record it in the basement studio of the house, but not using the white grand piano, but a smaller piano. You may have seen that piano in a previous video I made when I visited Strawberry Fields in Liverpool. I don't know if the piano is still on display there, so you might need to check online if you want to see that. So there's actually two Imagine pianos, the one that appears in the music video and the piano that was actually used for the recording of the song. Just making my way back to where I started the video from now. John Lennon has left his mark on the estate. The man-made lake that you saw on the drone footage was built during his time here. Built, dug, whatever you'd say. I'm almost back at the main gates now. I didn't walk the whole way around the estate. I'm guessing it must be like a mile to walk around the whole estate, if not more. Here we are. John Lennon sold the estate to Ringo Starr in 1973, and Ringo Starr used it as a studio, a commercial studio for other artists. Starr owned the estate until 1988, when he sold it to the President of the United Arab Emirates.
I started filming some B-roll at that point, and I was approached by a security guard who informed me that they had been monitoring me going around the estate. I explained what I was doing and everything was fine.
Okay guys, from a noisy Ascot, we'll see you in the next video.
I guess I'm lonely, I'm starting to grow old, and I thought my youth would last forever. Take me back to when we were kids and didn't care if we were acting stupid, cause all we had was us. If I close my eyes and think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you, because now I see we were meant to be.